Hello everyone, this is Noel Martinez, and in today's video we are going to be discussing the best 3 ways of taking advantage of Leetcode in 2022. Coming right up. Alright, so let's start with the first way, and it is obviously nothing more than going into Leetcode, participating in the contest, but let me show you the Explore button. The Explore button in the menu contains several cards, and these cards are the theory and the background information you need in order to ace all those questions. For example, let's go to the dynamic programming one. We select it, and then it has an introduction, it has some strategic approaches, and it has several patterns, and also has some easy problems that you can work on. And also it contains a discuss forum where you can, of course, discuss and see others people's submissions. Something additional that can be done in the Explorer menu is to go to the company that you are interested in interviewing at. For example, there's the fan companies, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, and some more. Let me see. Well, these are all the lectures. That includes all the lectures for data structures and algorithms, arrays, queues, decision trees. So if you are tackling any problems and you are failing in those problems, is a moment to stop yourself right and there and just go and to revisit the theory, because more often than not we don't have a solid understanding of those algorithms, and it doesn't matter how many problems you try to solve if you don't have the theory and the background information solidified in your mind. You're not going to be able to access those. So yes, this is the first way. So let's begin with the second way. The second way is what Redditors have found this is a list by Sean Prashad. I didn't create this list. This list has been shared in different subreddits. And the great thing about this list is that it gives you a different way of you filtering the questions. As in Leetcode, you can filter the questions by company, by difficulty, and by the solutions. Now, I think this list, what contains is the exercises that are the key exercises for you to discover the patterns for the different topics. So you can choose, I always suggest to start with the easy topics and then continue with the mediums and, if possible, hard problems. And this list has been popularized and everyone claims it's really good. I haven't tried it yet, but a lot of people vouch for this type of list, exactly this list. Another list that is the one that I'm using right now is the curated list of 75 Leetcode questions. Now, this is the third way of us taking advantage of Leetcode in 2022. This list supposedly was created by a Facebook engineer, and since this person says, right, because Team Blind, one of the characteristics of this site is that you share where you worked at, but you don't share who you are. So this person can or cannot be an engineer, but I think you can only join with your work with your work email. So that means that this person most likely is a tech lead at Facebook. So this person says that from Leetcode, these are the questions that are going to guarantee you're going to discover and learn the patterns to solve all of the interview problems on Earth. Now, that is a big claim. And I haven't started this list yet, but this is the list I'm going for. And the reason why is there's only 75 questions compared to hundreds of questions in this list. So I'm going to choose the summarized version to tackle Leetcode. But I'm also going to combine it with the first way of taking advantage of Leetcode, which is whenever I try to tackle a problem and I'm feeling this type of problems or I cannot see the pattern, then I'm going to revisit the theory. So there's trial and error in this process. Everyone learns at different pace, but I know, and I discovered this in some recent interviews, it really shows the difference once you start to interview and you start to whiteboard the solution and the person asks you questions. It is something that you cannot tell right away, but once you start interviewing, trust me, you just have to do the dirty and the hard work daily, and I promise you, you will get better. So yes, either the Champer shot list, either the 75 team blind questions or the Explore Leetcode, you have different ways of tackling Leetcode problems. And let me tell you a bonus, I didn't think about this earlier, but there's also plenty of YouTube videos that discuss the solutions for Leetcode problems. So there's a lot of resources out there that are for free. You just have to put in the work. So until next time, and keep on Leetcoding. Take care, guys.